And I've got to admit it, guys. I've got to apologize to the Atlanta Falcons. Despite the extremely impressive season that they've had, the number one ranked offense in the National Football League in 2017, I doubted them, guys. I did not think that they would be able to get the job done in the postseason. We've seen it happen so many times, it seems like, with the Atlanta Falcons, where they have a great regular season, but then come postseason time, Matt Ryan just can't seem to get the job done. 1-4 in his playoff career coming into today's contest. And you know what, guys? He showed why he's an MVP candidate. And I know that the MVP award is supposed to be a regular season award, but after looking at a performance like today, it's hard to argue against Matt Ryan for MVP. I think Matt Ryan and Aaron Rodgers are the top two guys when we talk about the most valuable player of the 2016 season in the National Football League. Got to give my credit, my props to Matt Ryan for his performance here today for the Atlanta Falcons, leading into a 36-20 win over Seattle. I'm very high on Seattle, guys. Maybe I'm just living in the past. Maybe I'm remembering when the Seattle Seahawks won the Super Bowl with that Legion of Boom defense, the home of the 12th man, that crazy fans. But they did not play this game in Seattle. They played this game in the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia. And not Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson is just not the same quarterback on the road in the playoffs in his career. He is 5-0 in the playoffs at home in his NFL career. I believe it's just 2-2 on the road. So now he's going to be 2-3 on the road in his playoff career. It's disappointing because Russell Wilson is a guy that I've rooted for a long time, ever since that horrible, arguably the worst play call in NFL history when they didn't give it to Marshawn Lynch at the 1-yard line in the Super Bowl under a minute to go, or just about a minute to go, against the New England Patriots. I've been rooting for this team to get back to the Super Bowl. It just hasn't happened, guys. And unfortunately for Seattle, they were far from a perfect team, but Russell Wilson is such a great quarterback, such a great leader. He does things that many other quarterbacks just can't do with the football. So I expected him to be able to come in here to Atlanta and get the win, because we've seen him do it time and time again in the playoffs. Now, obviously, a lot of their magical runs have been at home. Obviously, they didn't play this game at home. It was at Atlanta. But Russell Wilson, 225 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. I'll tell you right now, guys, the holding penalty on the Seahawks offensive lineman that negated the 80-yard run by Devin Hester on the punt, that play right there changed the entire complexion of this game. Because instead of it being 10-7 with the Seattle Seahawks about to score another touchdown, or at the very worst, it's 13-7, they go, and now they've got the ball inside their own 10, and then they get sacked. Russell Wilson does by the Falcons defense, ends up being 10-9. The Falcons get the ball back, and they just feasted on the Seattle defense, guys. It's just not the same when you're not playing at home. I think it really showed here for the Seattle Seahawks. I got to give credit to Matt Ryan. Definitely, if you want to make the argument, he's the NFL MVP. Hard to argue. That's how an NFL MVP plays, guys. When your team needs it the most, you're 1-4 in the playoffs in your NFL career. He comes big. An amazing performance here. Got to give credit where credit is due. Congratulations to the Atlanta Falcons, guys. Give me your thoughts down below. Yeah, boy, coming at you here. What is your reaction? Everyone out there. The Atlanta Falcons defeat the Seattle Seahawks. Final score, 36-20. And now we'll see who the Falcons get to face in that NFC Championship game. Will it be Dallas, or will it be the Green Bay Packers? That's the question. I'll tell you right now, if we were talking about tomorrow's game, I've got to go with the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, it's all about winning out. Somehow winning that division, making the postseason. They've got all the momentum. I think they're the best team in the NFC. Falcons played damn good today. I'll give you that, guys. Just a couple of calls that didn't go in the way of the Seahawks, and they just couldn't recover from it, guys. That holding penalty. I'll say it once again. Number 58 on the Seattle Seahawks. I don't have his name in front of me. But if you're watching the game, you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. Devin Hester takes a punt return down to the 10-yard line. And it looks like Seattle has all the momentum in this ball game. They're up 10-7. They're inside the 10-yard line. They're going to score another touchdown. But then the flag gets called, and that punt gets taken all the way back. Instead of having it at the Falcons' 10-yard line, they get the ball at their own 10-yard line. So that is just the biggest momentum shift because of it being maybe 13 or even 17-7. Russell Wilson gets sacked for a safety 2 or 3 plays later, and then it's 10-9 instead of 17-7. All the momentum goes to the Atlanta Falcons. You know, you talk about the Falcons and how they used to pump crowd noise into their stadium. You didn't need to pump any crowd noise today because it was crazy inside the Georgia Dome here today. Those fans were ready. They were so passionate, ready to see their team go to the NFC Championship game, and they knew they had to win today, and they got the job done. Props to the Atlanta Falcons, guys. You're going to the NFC Championship game. I've got to say, I did not believe in the Atlanta Falcons. I have to apologize to them. Time and time again, I've seen Matt Ryan underperform in the playoffs. No matter how well they do in the regular season, 1-4 in the playoffs coming into this game. Of course, I remember the one playoff game they did win. I give Matt Ryan credit for that, the comeback win. But 1-4 in the playoffs, I figured Russell Wilson would be able to get the job done. And they were getting the job done for the early part of this game. That holding penalty just ruined everything they were trying to do. They couldn't recover from it. The Falcons, the number 1 ranked offense in the NFL, started doing their thing, starting connecting with their receivers. Julio Jones scored that touchdown. And just like that, the game got away from them. Also, on that second to last drive for the Seahawks, that was a 70-yard pass from Russell Wilson, just chucked it up there to Richardson. Did not complete the catch, guys. He did not complete the catch. I mean, if they were to catch that, if we were to catch that ball, you're down 16 inside the 10-yard line. You could have made it interesting. You could have made it a one-possession game, but it didn't happen for Seattle. Wasn't their way. I wasn't crazy about a lot of the calls. It didn't go their way. But anyway, guys, give me your thoughts down below. The Atlanta Falcons are going to the NFC Championship game with this win over Seattle. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts.